Hi, everyone, and welcome back to episode number 6, Time Saving Hacks for Moms. As a mom, and I'm sure any mom could tell you that the greatest gift we could ever have, aside from our children, of course, is the gift of time. Between managing a household, taking care of the kids, cooking, cleaning, running errands, working, the list is never ending when it comes to all the things that need to get done. You guys know I'm all about efficiency and getting organized. So today I will be sharing 7 time saving hacks for all the busy moms out there in hopes that there's something on this list that you could really benefit from. Hi, I'm Vanessa Torres, and welcome to my podcast. Over the years, I've navigated through the highs and lows of life, rebuilt my life alongside my husband and 2 daughters when we left beautiful British Columbia and had to start from scratch in search of a better life for our family. I've struggled to find my own identity outside of being a wife and a mother. And like me, there's so many of us that are trying to find our purpose, have a voice, and simply try to be the best versions of ourselves. Join me on this journey to discover and become that woman you can be proud of. We'll peel back the curtains and discuss topics on lifestyle, marriage, motherhood, walking in our faith, and what it takes to reach the other side of fear, and so much more. Think of me as your girl having a glass of wine and deep diving on meaningful, raw, and unscripted conversations. This is the place where you can be fierce, bold, and unapologetic. This is That Woman Podcast. So let's jump right in to the first time saving hack. Number 1, do a brain dump. A brain dump is basically you writing down any thoughts, any ideas, anything that you need to remember to get done, and you are taking it all off of your mind and dumping it all onto a to-do list. Our brain is constantly filled with so many things we need to remember. And how many times have you tried to keep track of everything only to forget later, or you end up feeling so stressed and overwhelmed? So I can't tell you what a game changer it has been to brain dump as I go. And I know that sounds really funny, but I swear this is so helpful. Sometimes I'll be at the grocery store or in the middle of doing something, and suddenly I'll remember about an appointment I need to book for my girls. So rather than just repeating it to myself and telling myself I'll get to it later, I will pull out my phone, I will go to the notes app on my phone, and I have a section called brain dump. And anytime I'm out and I remember something, that's where my thoughts go. So I'll literally put a reminder for myself, book appointment for my girls. It can be as simple as you want it to be. You can carry a notepad and a pen and write it down. Whatever you prefer, whatever works for you. But the idea is not to hang on to those things because realistically, and chances are, you're not going to remember it after. You can also do this every night before you go to sleep and just write down everything that comes to your mind or everything that you didn't get to do in the day or you have to do for the week. And from that list of things, pick the top 3 you need to get done for the following day. This will not only free up mental space, but you'll be able to get much better sleep without stressing and thinking about all the things you need to get done. And you'll wake up knowing exactly what you need to focus on for the day. All right, time-saving tip number 2, meal prep. Okay, raise your hand if you've ever grunted and whined asking yourself, what the heck am I going to cook for lunch today? Or what am I going to make for dinner tonight? Chances are you've come across this at some point in your life, and maybe you are gifted with finding random items in your fridge or pantry and being able to put something together on the spot. Unfortunately for me, I was not gifted with such creativity, so I rely heavily on planning my meals in order to not waste time wondering what I can make. So pick a day to set aside a couple of hours where you'll decide on 2 to 3 main meals that you will prep, cook, and pack, and leave ready for the week. Meal prepping will help you save time, money, and effort, and it can also help reduce food waste. Number 3, time blocking. I'm a firm believer that adding time blocks in your calendar to allow protected time for certain tasks to get completed is extremely helpful. You can time block in any aspect of your life, like work, family or just personal time. Let's say you really want to make time to go to the gym, but you struggle to find the time to do it because you have so many things that come up all the time. Set aside 2 days in the week where you protect 1 hour that is specifically reserved for you to go to the gym or work out from home. I am someone that would much rather do a home workout than go to the gym. That's just my personal preference. So I will add a time block in my calendar to work out for 1 hour twice a week at home and set a reminder 30 minutes before. Once the reminder pops up, I get ready and I do not let anything else distract me. I take it very seriously. If it's in my calendar, then I have to do it. I specifically and purposely reserve the time to be able to do that. So I should not be planning anything else around that time. You can even get yourself an accountability buddy if you need to. I actually used to do this with my sister-in-law. She lives in the States and I live in Canada. So we would reserve a day and time where we would work out along to a video on YouTube at the same time. So even if you can't physically leave the house, there are still other ways that you can get around it. Seeing the tasks that I actually wanted to prioritize booked in my calendar, it gave it a sense of more importance, and I am way more likely to do it because I intentionally reserved that time for it. Time hack number 4, share your calendar. Sharing your calendar can help boost efficiency, productivity, and communication both at home and at work. This is another hack I discovered that helped me save so much time, especially when trying to plan things with my husband. John has his own plumbing business and has different appointments booked, so whenever it came time to plan any family events, appointments, or even just a date night, it would literally take us like a week just to be able to find a day and time that worked for both of us. When we finally shared our calendars, it made our lives so much easier. If there is anything I need to plan or book now, I just look at my calendar and I can automatically see any appointments John has, and I can schedule or work around that, and vice versa. I also just want to add that we use Google Calendar in order to be able to share our calendars with each other. I love using Google Calendar both on the app and on my phone and the desktop version. You can create different types of calendars, color code each of your calendars, and when you share your calendar, you can customize and edit the access the person you're sharing it with can have. So once again, you can do this for both at home and you can also use it for work. Hack number 5, wake up before everyone else. All right, I know I sound like a broken record and you've heard me say it before, but this could not be more true for moms. Waking up before everyone else truly has so many advantages. Since we are talking about things you can do that will save you time, getting up early is for sure one of the things you can do in order to accomplish this. Ideally, you want to wake up 1 hour earlier than everyone else. And I get it, this is no easy feat, but you can start slow. Start by waking up 15 minutes earlier, and as you get used to it, you can increase the time by 15 minutes increments until you successfully can wake up 1 hour earlier. You've heard me say before, I get up at 4:30 in the morning. Between 4:30 and 5 is the usual time I get up. And once upon a time, 4:30 in the morning sounded absolutely nuts to me. There was no way, with having little kids running around and having to take care of everything around the house, the idea of getting up so early it was ridiculous to me. But I ended up understanding the value that you get with being able to wake up early. And so I started slow. I started waking up 15 minutes early every time. And eventually over time, I am now used to it. My body just automatically wakes up at that time. Waking up before everyone else in your home allows you time to prepare and get ready and organize for the day. I once came across an article that said that if your kids are the ones to wake you up instead of the other way around, you've already lost control of your day. Sounds a little harsh, but they make a good point. I absolutely hate the feeling of waking up in a panic, being rushed, or running late, which is why I decided to wake up before everyone else. And sure, at the beginning, like I said, it's hard, especially if you're a busy, tired mom and you want to enjoy every single minute of sleep you can. But by intentionally cutting back on an hour of sleep, it's actually helped me accomplish more. It gives you time to get focused and clear, set an intention for the day, or just enjoy that cup of coffee in sweet silence before the chaos begins. Number 6, empower your kids to be independent. Getting more done around your home can require getting a little boost of help from others. You can get your kids to help out around the house by giving them chores that match their age and their abilities. You can also make it fun for them. You can create a chore chart with tasks they need to complete, like making their bed, cleaning up their room, picking up all their toys, reading before bedtime, putting away the dishes, and the list goes on of the things that they can help you with. Again, these tasks will be dependent on their age. Involving your kids in the daily household duties won't only save you time, but it will teach your kids incredible values and skills. And finally, hack number 7, invest in automated appliances. When I became a busy mom and wife, a movie character I really wished I could become was Mary Poppins, mainly for her ability to snap her fingers, get things done, all while singing and looking perfectly put together. Now that would be the dream, right? So I still don't have the ability to snap my fingers and get things magically done, but the closest things that come to it is having automated home appliances. For example, a crock pot or slow cooker. You guys, slow cookers are by far one of the best things that could have happened for busy moms. The convenience of being able to throw something together in the morning, let it sit and work its magic, and by the time you come home, you have a delicious meal ready and waiting for you. Whoever came up with that is an absolute genius. That's all I'm going to say. Other appliances you can invest in that will save you time are an Instant Pot or a rice cooker, an air fryer, or a Roomba. Sometimes we stop ourselves from buying things because we look at it as spending money and we think we're being selfish, where that money could go towards things for our kids or our husband or the home. But instead, switch your mindset and look at it as something valuable you are going to invest in order to save you time. Time that you can then spend with the people that you love. Also, as a side note, getting a Roomba is next on my wish list. Christmas is coming up, so I think I know exactly what I'm gonna ask Santa for this year. I've wanted one for so long now, and when I get it, you better believe I'm actually gonna be one of those people that names their appliances. I'm gonna name my Roomba. Yep, it's cheesy, I know, but honestly, I'm gonna be perfectly happy naming my Roomba. All right, friends, so there you have it, 7 time-saving hacks for moms. I hope that you found this episode helpful, and if you did, or if you know of anyone else that would find it helpful, then please don't forget to share it, leave a review, and don't forget to follow the show. Thank you so much for everyone's support, and as always, remember to keep on striving to be that woman you can be proud of. We finished already? Where did the time go? If you want more, be sure to follow this podcast so you can receive new episodes right when they're released. I'm curious, what was your biggest takeaway from this episode? What resonated with you the most? I'd love for you to let me know by leaving a review. Reviews let this platform know that amazing listeners like you enjoy the show. You can also come hang out with me on Instagram at Miss Vanessa Torres or at that.womanpodcast. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week.